Well, McNeil spent his last 8 seasons as an offensive coordinator at Los Alamitos, which is a powerhouse of the Southland. But now he's trying to bring some of that winter tradition over here. If his team overlooks the Wilson, they're going to head into that big matchup with Compton with a loss. Yeah, Jeff Fisher is the gas that makes this Lakewood offense run. He's going to have a great game. He's thrown for 11 touchdowns, over 1,300 yards. If he has a good game, they can go into Compton next week undefeated in league play.
Well, Kevin Lubner has been the key for the Wilson Bruins this season. He's going to have a big game if they're going to come out on top.
Yeah, he can't force the ball. He's had some trouble taking the burden of the offense into his own hands. He needs to let the game come to him, and they'll be fine on offense.
Jonathan Evans is the man in the Jaguars secondary. He's got to be around the football making tackles and trying to pick off some passes if they're going to keep the Wilson Bruins out of the end zone tonight.
He's a well-rounded defensive back. He can come down and make tackles. He's good at covering, and he's also like a coach on the field. So if somebody gets out of place, they're going to have to answer to him, and he's going to get them back in place.
I think El Camino will go on the same trend that they've been going, running the ball and passing the ball. If Boo Jackson doesn't return in the second half, expect to see a lot more running with J.J. Bass and Rudy Irving to protect this 24-10 lead. Yeah, they came out in the second half and asserted themselves on offense. They only scored 1 touchdown in the first half, but they came out and moved the ball around. They abandoned the running game some, but they put some points on the board in the second half.
And what do you do if you're John Featherstone to make sure your players don't look past Golden West and then look ahead instead at Saddleback?
You put in the tape of this game right here. Cerritos was overly matched, but they hung around. So this is motivation for them to go into Golden West. They're not going to be overconfident because they almost lost one tonight against Cerritos.
Oh, my goodness. Rudy Irving is hammered. Woo!
Hammered, smacked, put on his back, whichever one you want to use. He was all three. Defensive back, Dean Lang, came up and put the smack down on Rudy Irving. Wasn't concerned about the receiver lined up in front of him. He just shot from the corner position, made a huge hit. El Camino choosing not to punt the ball on 4th and 1. This is basically a statement saying this is all or nothing. We're going to win or lose the game for the most part right here. I have enough confidence in our offensive line, Coach Featherstone, saying we can get 1 yard. Can you stop us? Talk about no guts, no glory. Featherstone has the guts to go forward on 4th and 1. They don't get it. He has confidence in his defense that they're going to pull this game out and get the job done, and that's exactly what happens. After the 4th and 1, Moore Park has the momentum. They have the confidence, and they're feeling like they're going to go win this game. El Camino, on the other hand, they say even kill. They're a championship caliber team. They've been in this situation before. The defense goes out and stops them on 4 plays. Huge defensive stand.
Alex Fletcher is only a sophomore, and look at the power he runs with. You don't see too many sophomores playing at the varsity level, stiff-arming safeties and pushing them to the ground. I mean, that's unheard of at this level from a sophomore. He's going to be a special player for this Lakewood Lancer. DeAndre Lewis timed that blitz up perfectly. This is the 4th time he's blitzed so far in this game. He wasn't quite able to get there early, but he timed it up perfect. And the offensive line of Wilson, they don't account for defensive back blitzing. So they get up and look at the defense. They got the linebackers and the linemen accounted for. DeAndre Lewis comes in, blitz, perfect timing for the huge sack.
That's what they had to do. Get the ball into James Crowley's hands downfield in the passing game. He's your leading receiver. You have nothing to lose. You're down 17-0. We're 1-7 playing against a 7-1 team. Go for broke. Pull out all the stops. And you see the great athletic ability with the dive and catch by Crowley. All that set up by the block punt by Patrick Tafua. For those of you watching at home, don't turn the channel yet. Don't go for popcorn. This game is not over. Cerritos has the ball, and they can stretch the field, and they have 3 timeouts. So all they have to do is score, and they have 3 timeouts to get the ball back.
And intercepted by El Camino.
All right, folks, you can go get your popcorn now.